Hello, I'm Mr. Christopher. Mr. Christopher, 2 cups. This is my world, and this is Art Connoisseur. Look at all the freaking art I got today. We get the moon over here. There's some people on the beach right here. There's some rainbow smoke behind me. Harry Potter right here. Squidward and SpongeBob's house. What's going on? I took away the elegance and I brought in the fun-igance, right? This is just art that lies around my home. This painting here, this moon, this is in my room, up in the corner, in a dark corner. I like it there. This is in my room, but it's under the bed because I don't have anywhere to put it. Um, these are in this room that I reside in now, but they usually are over in the corner over there. And then this is also in this room, but it's usually on the wall behind the camera. I'm not going to show you what the room looks like. You'll never see. How about that one? Fun. Let's get to judging art. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. Let's. You can go to the first. Go to the first thing. The first thing is this beautiful blonde naked white woman in a shower is what I'm thinking. And that's what I call it. Beautiful blonde naked white woman in a shower is what I'm thinking. And yeah, with a nice orange background. I'm assuming that's the color of the wall in the shower. Mr. Christopher, how much does this cost? How do you feel about it? Please, sir, take it away. $100 for that piece. For $100, it's not good enough. It's almost there. But it's more of like it's got more of like a $45, maybe even just a $25-ness to it. Not 100. It's almost there. It is nice. It's got a nice side view, which I appreciate, a side view of a naked woman. She's got her hands in her hair, her beautiful blonde hair, which those are 2 things I like, beautiful blonde hair and women's running their own hands through them. And yeah, so it's a nice piece. The bum I think is beautiful too. It's just not worth $100. I'm sorry. There's certain angles that are they're not there, a little too choppy. But I do enjoy it. It reminds me of my boy, Bismarck E. Look at that's the face he made when he seen it. He's like, oh! Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait? Let me tell you a story about my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. The way that I met her was one day at a concert. She had long hair. Okay, just friends. You got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I... Okay, get back. Let's go to the next. See what naked women do to me? Go to the next. And here's the next one. We're calling it A Greek God's Breakfast. Grapes, an apple on a nice wooden table. Honestly, I really like this piece. It's a very nice, delicate piece. Very delicate. Delicate, and delicate. It's just both those words work here. I just can't. I know why. I don't exactly know why, but I feel why. Can you feel it too? That's a delicate piece. Anyway, Mr. Christopher, please. And thank you. $125 for that piece. And honestly, I think it's well priced. It's a beautiful little piece. I mean, I have to if I got to it in real life and it was a poster, I would be severely disappointed. I'm expecting it. To me, that looks like it's a big canvas and it's nice real paint. But if that's a print, 125, get out of my life with that. If it's a painting, a real painting, and it looks as nice as it does, it looks very clean, very delicate, very, what was the other word I was saying? Delicate and delicious. It wasn't delicious. Delicate and defiant. I don't know. I have holes in my brain. Anyway, so if it's clean and nice. 125 for that. If it's really painted, yes. If it's a print, get out of my life forever. Never talk to me again. On to the next. Next, we go here to this forest wintry landscape. Mr. Christopher loves himself some trees, for he is the Lorax, and he speaks for the trees. He also loves himself some winter, and he also loves himself a golden frame. So this is a combination of some great things that Mr. Christopher does enjoy. How much does it cost, sir? Please take it away. What else do you have to say? Please, sir, please, Mr. Christopher, Take it away. I will, Larry. And let me just say, for $28, that is. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, why didn't I just go buy that? That's a piece Mr. Christopher can get behind. And for $28, psh, psh, you've seen the trash that I've shown you on here for outrageous amounts of dough. That is a little bit amount of dough for a beautiful wintry art piece. Now, again, we'll revert to I do have to state, if it's a print, get out of my house, please. Don't turn around. Don't look back. I don't want to talk to you ever again. But if it's a real painting with that frame and just how it looks and everything, for $28, you could go for 50. And I would say, yes, it deserves 50. Don't go any higher. And honestly, take it a little down. Take it a little lower. You know, I live in the land of inflation, so I got an inflated mind sometimes. But $28 for that, yes. Thank you. Yes, I should have called. Sorry I didn't. I was making a show. All right. On to the next piece. The next piece I'm calling School. This warms my soul to the core. For some reason, this picture makes me feel happiness. I really like this picture. And Mr. Christopher, what else do you have to say about it? How much does it cost? And where did you say it brings you back to, sir? What were you saying about where this picture brings you in your mind? Where was that again? Where did it take you? Take it away. Take it away, sir. It's not every art connoisseur that you hear Mr. Christopher say, that piece took me to this land. In fact, I don't know if I've ever said that about a piece on here, but this piece, School is cool, but not as cool as the summer pool, this piece took me right to first grade in Miss O'Hare's class. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Miss O'Hare, yes, she was a rabbit, a giant rabbit. I learned math, first grade math, from a giant rabbit, Miss O'Hare. But it took me right there to Miss O'Hare's first grade, just at her desk, looking up at her giant, creepy rabbit face. It was very weird. But anyway, good times in first grade all those years ago in Miss O'Hare's class. That giant rabbit. Can't believe they remember when they used to let animals teach? Weird times. Anyway, on to the next. Oh, wait. $10 for that piece. I thought to myself, I should buy this piece and put it in my classroom. And then I realized, what? I don't have a classroom. And then I was like, I should buy it and put it in my attic for if I ever have a classroom. And then I realized, I'll probably never have a classroom. But then I was like, wait a minute, you know what? Maybe I should buy it because it's only $10 and no one else good is going to buy it. Now I can keep it in my attic and make sure I have it for if maybe the possibility comes and arises that I have a classroom. And then I was like, that's outlandish, and I didn't buy it. So I thought about it, though. I really did think about it. But I didn't do it. $10, though? Steal. That's a steal. On to the next. This is the next. I call it MTV Mouth Appeal. Yep, that's right. You heard me. MTV Mouth Appeal, which is also kind of sad because MTV, if you know what it is, just officially closed down. RIP to MTV. But anyway, Mouth Appeal. Mr. Christopher, how do you feel about MTV Mouth Appeal? Please take it away. Tell us the price. Tell us all day. How do you feel? Take it away, sir. You may not believe, Mr. Christopher, on the price. You see how shiny my forehead when I get close to the light? I have the shiniest forehead. So shiny. I'm such a shiny guy. Call me Mr. Shiny. No, don't. It's Mr. Christopher. It's Mr. Christopher. Anyway, you're not going to believe me. You might say, Mr. Christopher, that's a farce. You're a liar, sir. But no, it was there. It's the price. $450 for MTV Mouth Appeal. It must have literally came right off the set. My goodness. I wouldn't buy that for $450 unless I watched Carson Daly of MTV Live take it off the wall of the MTV studios and sign it himself. Then I think it would be worth like $1,200 then, though. That's how important MTV is or was to society at one time. And that's how important Carson Daly was to society at one time. But now I say Carson Daly, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there, all the two that watch this, that are going, who the heck is Carson Daly? Yeah, right. But he used to be one of the most important people in the world. MTV mouth appeal, $450. Would I buy that? No. Only if I watched Carson Daly take it off the wall of the MTV studios and sign it himself, in which case then I would pay upwards to $600 for it. But that's it. No lot more than that. And but otherwise, for just what it is, without Carson Daly and MTV Studios having anything to do with it, right off the streets, we're talking. Psh, I wouldn't pay more than $20 for that piece. 20. All right. So with that said, on to the last piece. Let's go to the last piece here. Let's get it done. And lastly, we're going here with this piece I'm simply calling grape juice being poured in a glass. Mr. Christopher, how much does this cost? How do you feel about it? Please, please, sir, take it away. $155 for grape juice being poured in a glass. Are we kidding ourselves? That's a $5 piece of work right there. If I ever seen a $5 piece of work. And it wasn't even being sold as grape juice being poured into a glass, by the way. It was being sold as abstract art. But let's be honest here. A monkey can throw its feces at a canvas, and we can call that abstract art. So when it comes to abstract art, I'm not saying I hate it. I don't. I'm just saying there's a wide range of what is actually nice and what just is just trash. Let's be honest. And I'm not saying that's trash. I'm just saying it's not $155 worth of beauty. You know, if it was being sold as wine being poured into a glass or grape juice being poured into a glass, I'd be like, nice, okay, I see what you did there. For $155 though, I'd be like, man, I'd still be like, that's a little pricey. But as is being sold as abstract art, as it was, and no, no. But anyway, that's the end of Art Connoisseur with me, Monsieur Christopher. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be hitting an art museum soon. That will be fun. I can't wait. I'm going to film and I'm going to tell you my favorite pieces. So that's coming up. I might do a special. I might just do it for fun. Who knows? Who knows? The world is my canvas and I'm the painter. So I'm going to paint whatever I want. And the best part is, even if it comes out like trash, I can just paint over it with white. Get rid of it all and paint a new painting. And when that comes out like trash, I can just paint over it with white again. And that's the beauty of painting. Okay, anyway, farewell. That's the end. I will see you again. Lead with love. Never be afraid. And when you fight hate with hate, hate prevails. And when hate prevails, no one wins. All right, remember that. Farewell.
Mr. Christopher, you crazy.